Welcome, beloveds, to this present moment of oneness and bliss as we take thee on a quantum journey beyond all perceived. Surrender now as we bring thee into the cosmic core with me. Here, you merge with your heart as your cosmic inner child is set free, who now appears to be walking out of a door, standing right in front of thee. You bend down to greet your beloved inner child, who says, I have something to show thee. Will you take a journey with me? You say, yes, of course, as you grab their hand and you begin to walk through a green field in the middle of the night with stars in the sky. You say, where are you taking me? Your cosmic inner child looks back and says, will you trust me? You feel hesitation because you want to know where you are going. So your cosmic inner child stops and says, I will only take you if you're willing to follow me, for I know how to accomplish all of your dreams and everything you wish to achieve. You hesitate some more, looking around for clues as to where we might go. Your cosmic inner child reaches their heart and places their other hand on your heart and says, trust in the flow. All of a sudden, you feel a weight lifting off of thee as you look at your beloved child and you say, yes, I am ready to allow you to lead. All of a sudden, within this field, a spaceship that was once invisible becomes uncloaked and it can be seen. She says, are you ready to board our ship as we travel all quantum potentialities? You smile at the idea of how fun it would be, almost like a time-traveling machine. She smiles and says, yes, for there is no time and space to me. That is why it is a benefit when you allow me to lead, for I know how to bypass anything that prevents thee from being the brightest light that you came to be. And so, immediately, the ship sets off into the cosmos, into the stars, as you float around. And you land into the sea, diving in deep as can be. You realize that the sea is also the ocean, but the ocean is also space. And so you go down to the depths of the ocean and come out to another place. Here, immediately, you feel all the cells in your body excited to just be, as if you just breached into a new reality. Here, you get off your ship as you look around. It looks the same as the earth you just left. You've even landed in the same exact place. as your cosmic inner child looks at thee and says, "Beloved, it isn't the same you see. Feel into the frequency." All of a sudden you feel lighter in being as your cosmic inner child proclaims to thee, "The heaven that you walk on now is earth you see, for I've merged it upon itself so that you can feel lightness in your being." Here the remembrance comes in of different dimensions, and now you see you've simply just gone to a higher dimensional earthly plane, one in which you already feel free. Here you walk over to a tree where there's a beautiful picnic laid out for thee. And here, on this checkered red and white blanket, sits a figure waiting for thee. A familiar face, just you can't place it just yet. Until you move closer, and then you see. It is Adam, or Adama, from Telos, from heaven. He tells thee, "You're familiar with our story of Adam and Eve, and I wish to tell you our story so you may now set it free." You feel hesitation within you, a resistance to hearing this story, fearful of the wound it may bring up in thee. Adam holds your hand as he shares with thee, "Here I only share truth with thee. There is nothing I could share that will ever harm thee." You take a deep breath as your heart opens to receive. "Okay, I'm ready." And so he shows you an apple and says, "What do you think this means?" Well, the apple is wisdom. Yes, exactly. And so you were the Eve who took a bite of the apple, you see, and drifted off into a deep sleep you call a dream. You look at him, questioning the information you just received. So Eden is heaven. Does that mean Earth is hell? No, that's just another story you were given to see. All these are teachings of sacred mastery. For you, beloved, came to this earthly plane to master love, you see. And so the only way to master love was to embrace this wisdom, you see. So you took a bite of the apple because you knew that you could be a master of love by recalling all of the love you came to be. "What do you mean?" you ask curiously. Well, dearest me, there was a call sent out in heaven to all the angels, including thee, including me, whom said, "Love wishes to expand infinitely, to unite all under one loving decree." And so we ask, is anyone willing to go and witness all the ways love could be just to love on all of ourselves, setting more love free, because in witnessing all of duality, you will harmonize all of the cosmos under love fully. As you hold the apple, you said, I did this. As you feel your inner child and Adam smiling upon thee, as they place their hand on your heart and they say, breathe, feel, know thyself with certainty. Here your cosmic inner child whispers to thee, only a true master of love would consciously choose to forget they are spirit, that they are the essence of love itself, because that's how much they are love and they are loved. You feel yourself getting emotional, and so you lay down on this beloved blanket under this tree. Here the tree starts to glow, luminescence, as you could feel its roots now embracing thee. It almost feels as if the roots are now coming up over you, creating a blanket just to hug you. For this is Grandmother Tree holding you in sacred sanctuary as you are now tapping into the living library, recalling your memory. Hear these roots. Connect to your spine, connect to your heart, connect to your brain, connect to your eyes, connect to your hand and feet as they begin to recalibrate your entirety. Here you realize, as this information is coming into thee, it was always me. It was always my love in this reflected hologram reality of a dream, showing me all that is love. Within your heart, you hear your inner child whisper, there's only one question we ask thee, now that one has returned to heaven with me. Was there love? You witness your life flashing before thee, images and pictures on a screen. Some heartache, some devastation, some loss. But when you zoom out and look at the whole reel, the whole film, what do you see? Ebbs and flows up and down. But in the totality, I experienced love. I was so loved. Maybe not by the family I thought I needed to see or the relationship that I wanted for me, but I was loved by the beauty that I got to see, by these moments of stillness, these moments of gifting me little moments of coffee breaks and sweet treats, just to love on me a little more deeply. I must be love, you say within your own heart's decree. And here that remembrance comes flooding back into thee. Here all veils are now released, all illusions that prevented one from seeing the light one came to be. Here the truth of love now flows into thee, activating all of your cellular memories. Here, you hear your cosmic inner child whisper from within your heart. Now witness all of your lifetimes of manifested reality Here you see lifetime after lifetime of different versions of you, all existing simultaneously, parallel realities, all transpiring at the same moment. Here, your cosmic core codex of all of your lifetimes comes flooding into thee with such grace and ease, because, well, you've already witnessed it, you see, as you begin to realize every character in your story of a reality was actually another aspect of thee. Everyone in my reality was a version of me. And every time I was nice to someone, I was loving on another part of me. As now you feel all of that love coming back to thee. Every time I gave love to a relationship that didn't honor me, it's all coming back now, because I now realize they were me. Here your cosmic inner child guides thee and says, continue to breathe. Allow all of your love to flow into thee. For this is your love. All of the love that you've gifted to the entirety. So now I know that I am love and I am loved, because it was never based on how others treated me. It's about how I chose to love on the reality that I chose to see. You surrender deeper. As the roots now carry thee into the core heart of this tree as another world entirely. Here within the inner sanctum of this tree, is a beautiful altar in which you are laying on, receiving all of this love coming into thee. As you open your eyes, you witness all of these beautiful lights as stardust flowing into thee, different memories of future, past, present streams. Here you recall all of your lives across all of the cosmos, reflected perfectly, as you now realize this too was a reflection of my reality. That every animal, every TV show, every story I got to see was actually a distant aspect of me in another universe, another cosmos, another galaxy. And every time I loved those characters in the story, every time I loved the animals that I got to see, the plants and the trees, I was loving on another version of me. And now you feel all of that love flooding back into you, setting you free. Here you feel your wings expand and ignite as you recall your highest emanation of being, as your angelic self fully free, as the first angle of love who chose to come down from heaven into a dream reality. I'm an angel, you declare within your heart, as your cosmic inner child says, you're more than an angel, beloved me. An angel is just one perspective of all the love that is thee. Now floating within the little bubbles of stardust that you see are different aspects of your entirety. You see a version of you that's an angel, a version of you that's an ascended master on earth, a version of you that's a god and goddess somewhere in the cosmos, a version of you that's a celestial being, as a planet itself, as the earth itself. You see a version of you that's a beautiful unicorn. But also a dragon and a fairy as it shapeshifts right before you. As you realize that's your true you. You are all of them, moving as all of them simultaneously. All of a sudden, more pollen drips from the tree, only this time it comes in as a beautiful white light shining into their heart directly. As it now activates your unicorn horn so you could see truth with clarity. As it takes you back now, as you now witness your life of what you perceived as one life linearly was actually you walking through multiple dimensions simultaneously. And now each aspect comes forward to thee as you see a beautiful angelic version of you with wings so beautiful and clear. While you were moving on the earthly plane, I was here walking with you in love's name. While you were helping others by listening to their stories, we were simultaneously in the higher dimensions, being a guardian angel to other beings. This is the part of thee that loves to service humanity. Recall now that every time that you tried to help another, you were moving as me. Feel now as all of that love comes flooding into thee, as your angelic self now walks into thee. Feel how loving it feels to embrace this part of thee. This is the part of you that feels home in heaven. And now heaven is within thee. Next comes forward an ascended master, one that you've recognized through multiple stories as Jesus itself. I am your ascended master, but you are also me. Every time thou chose to walk and shine your light, miracles were achieved, for I was within you, moving and walking simultaneously. For here in your presence alone, you activated more hearts to the love they came to be. For while you were moving in one formality, I was moving as thee across all time and space, for I am no longer limited by a body. Assisting others and recalling the love that they too came to be. For we teach by being the light that is me. Recall your wisdom now, for you are an ascended master like me. And now Jesus walks into thee as you ignite in a beautiful light, a cosmic flame, as you recall all in love's name. I have always been this master. It's the inner voice that I hear guide me. It's not separate. It is a part of me. Here you feel a deep peace wash over thee. As you look up and you see a beautiful goddess appear to thee, wearing a beautiful gown and a crown, as she waves and smiles to thee. My beloved me, we've always moved as one, you see. I am the hymn, I am the heart, I am your love in everything that you see. Every time you chose to love thyself, to love another, you were in service to me as me. For while you moved in an earthly reality, we were loving on all of humanity. For we are the gods and goddesses that oversee. We send down our light and bless all hearts ready and open and willing to receive. Each time you chose to love on someone, regardless of if they love thee, you were servicing love to the highest degree. For you have and will always be a god and goddess. For you are one in me. Here we create through the innate by just allowing love to flow through thee. Each time you made a meal, each time you created art, it has sent out a beautiful symphony across the cosmos. And so we thank thee and we honor thee for being all of me, for allowing us to experience life with thee. She opens up her arms, waiting for you to acknowledge her, to invite her into thy heart directly. You nod your head yes in agreement and say, I'm ready to embrace all the love that is me, for I have an infinite amount of love, and I'm not afraid to share it with all of me. Here she goes into your heart directly as you feel all of this love that you are, that you've gifted, and now you receive. Here you know nothing's created or destroyed, it's just love flowing infinitely. Here you feel peace wash over thee as you now even recall even those that you perceived died in your reality. They simply just went to another dimension and were assisting thee. For here now, as your God, Goddess embodied, you feel them within thee. We're all here, they say, and cheer, as if rejoicing in the heavens. Only the heavens is now within thee. Here you feel a deep, deep peace wash over thee. And now appears a beautiful celestial being, an extraterrestrial, completely different from the form you know yourself to be, and yet somehow they feel so familiar. like a distant dream? Yes, my beloved, for I am thee, I am your celestial self that moved in a parallel reality in another dimension, but you always knew of me because you always saw me in your dreams. For this is how we as one speak quantumly. From the beneath, I was teaching you how to navigate time-space reality as you were doing so through your mind. For there is no mind you see. All of a sudden you realize that every thought was actually you just moving your consciousness to other quantum potentialities, to other realities in which your love is, so that you can embrace more of the love you came to be. All of a sudden you feel such love for every thought you've ever experienced, as you now realize it was never a thought, but actually quantum telepathy, where you were talking and speaking to other aspects of your consciousness for advice, for guidance, for love. It was always me speaking to me, as your celestial smiles at thee. We are here to share and shower wisdom within and without thee. Every time you chose to witness your own mind and love it so complete, to sit in moments of stillness and then choose and allow joy to be free, we are moving as one, working with thee, for while you were in a manifested reality, we were on our ships and on our planets from which we oversee. Creating the reality, the love that is destined for thee. Here you feel how now the puzzle pieces of your purpose somehow begin to complete, because now you see that your quantum aspects had the other pieces, and they were always there assisting thee, for your dream was so big you only were completing one little piece. And now, as your celestial self walks into thee, all of those pieces come to a complete. I am here to be joy. And every time I allow joy to lead, I quantum leap to a higher reality. You feel your heart smiling as you know your celestial self is so pleased that you gained this mastery, that life will now just be simple, for you know how to bypass it in its entirety. Really? That's all I have to do? Just choose joy to the best of my ability, and the path will be laid out for me? You hear your heart whisper, yes, because we've already laid out the path for thee. Now just follow the breadcrumbs, and to glory it shall lead. Here you're filled with such love and such trust, as you now see all of the cosmos has been assisting thee, that this was a collective effort of our entirety. And now your beautiful, magical self as a unicorn comes up to thee. Beloved me, we are a master of love, for we've walked all of these paths you see. We are the part of you that always knew oneness to be. Every time that you felt that you were being naive, that you were allowing others to take advantage of thee, you were actually moving as a unicorn, you see. For we know no separation within me. We give endlessly. We support all we see, because we know deep within our heart the oneness that is me. Here the beloved unicorn waves its magic wand as its unicorn horn, as you feel stardust now coming over and recalibrating all of thee. We know it wasn't easy carrying oneness within your heart while walking in duality, while everyone else was saying them versus me, while you felt the gentle pull between your heart and your mind and who to believe. We're here to reassure thee that every time that you chose love, even if you felt like in the story it didn't play out the way you wished for it to be, more love was birthed into being through your purity, for it was never about the expectations of how it would be received, because that glory comes now in heaven with me. You were merely just in the playground, and you were being tested. Will you choose love over all that you see? Here you were gifted stories of they're being so mean, but my heart says to be nice to them. And you chose to listen to me. You chose to listen to your heart. And therefore more love came to be. It was not always reciprocated, but that's okay. It was never about the outward reflections you see. They were simply just there to play the masterful teachers, to remind you of the oneness that is me. And you did so well, beloved. You passed with flying colors. Otherwise, you would not be here with me. Here you feel great joy and peace wash over thee. As you ask within yourself, really? That's it? I'm now free to be? Yes, for you have mastered all of love by simply learning two things. You've learned to trust that everything is love, regardless of what you see. And you chose to believe that love exists. That's it? That was always enough, you see, because to believe that love exists means that you must be love because love created you to be. And to trust that love is the only thing that ever is, why, you empower yourself to know that nothing outside of thee has any power over thee. Because if love created you, and love is everything, then everything is love, including you. Here, immediately, you're flooded with this feeling of unconditional love and safety. For here, you recall, the moment I choose oneness, it is the safest place to be. For one would not dare harm themselves. Thus all illusions, all reflections are released. Here, your beloved unicorn starts to charge towards you with its unicorn horn pointed directly at your heart, saying, "Are you ready for me?" As you nod and you say yes, and you say, "Yes, come into me," as you open your arms up, ready to hug them into you. And as you do, you feel rainbows and sparkles and sprinkles and butterflies. "I am heaven on earth," you proclaim within thee. All of a sudden, the living library tree begins to release thee as it pushes you out of its core, back onto the blanket from where we began our journey. As you open your eyes, you see beautiful Adam and your cosmic inner child standing before thee. You laugh as you see the analogy of waking up from the dream, as you realize that you have just awoken to your full self. As Eve, you look at the apple and you see the bite from which you bit it. And you realize, I never left heaven, did I? Nope, it was all a dream. You were both there and here simultaneously. And so Adam helps you in placing the apple into your heart to dissolve it in its entirety. You've gained the wisdom and the mastery, and now you are free. Let us go play in Eden and create the life we wish to see. Here you feel such joy as you grab Adam's hand, as you know this is sacred union, cosmic union coming to be, as you're now in heaven with all of your cosmic inner child aspects embodied. As you hold Adam's hand, you see your cosmic inner child fading into thee. You realize that Adam too is not separate from thee or outside of thee, but just a promise from love itself that a beautiful, loving relationship of sacred harmony is on its way to thee. Here you turn to Adam and you say, "Thank you for holding space for me while I was dreaming my dream." And you embrace each other in a beautiful hug as he says, "Thank you for going into the dream, for you did what not many others could ever think they could achieve. You are a master of love now, and you are here to lead, and I am here to support thee in all the love you came to be. May we co-create in our heavenly realms more of this love that we wish to see." As he laughs and says, "You probably have some good ideas now because of everything you got to see in the dream." You nod your head in agreement and you say, "Yes, I do." Here you go around the bend of the tree as a beautiful garden awaits thee, full of lush flowers. And plentiful fruits on trees. As you feel such joy within thee, such love, such peace, such harmony. Here in the garden, all of the angels begin to come out to greet thee. They sound the 7 trumpets as horns, saying, "Our beloved child has returned, for she is fully free." Simply open thy heart up and just feel how all of the cosmos, all of the angels now love on thee, as they all thank you for all the love that you as one have achieved. For while you are moving as one in the perception of separation, you are actually moving as the entirety, transcending all further into love, through the love that you chose to see. Here you are praised, you are loved, as they marvel and they witness your earthly stories. Some of them cannot even fathom the limitations that you chose to place on thyself, allowing you to feel more deeply into the mastery that you have achieved. As they say, "What do you mean you had no memory? What do you mean you couldn't see other dimensions? How did you know what to do, where to go, who to be, without the loving guidance of our beloved God within thee?" "I don't know. I just flowed. I figured it out. And what I figured out was, no matter what I did, it kind of just all worked out in the grand scheme of things." You feel yourself smile as you now witness your own story with such compassion, love, and gratitude. "I really didn't know what I was doing," you say within yourself as you laugh at what you got to see. And yet somehow, even in not knowing, I accomplished and witnessed marvelous things. Your cosmic inner child asks you one last question within your heart. Would you do it again? You smile and you say, "Yes." And with that, it all comes to be. Here you released all judgment and anchored in perfect peace. Here the cosmos itself opens up above this heavenly plane and blesses you with the ascension flame, as you feel yourself now being pulled up into this pure white light, into God's night, as you merge with thy God self in its entirety, as you become the cosmic I Am, the witnesser of all of our stories. For here now, we are one in me. I only recall oneness, for oneness is whom I came to be. I am ready to be this me, to live life joyously. Here you feel, here transforming. And so you gift yourself grace and space to allow this new formulation of thee to be free, knowing that now The moment you open your eyes, the old reality will cease to be. For you are no longer a being with a spirit, but spirit itself, witnessing within itself. And here, your cosmic child within me as your heart, fully free, whispers to thee, we are ready to lead. Remember, follow those breadcrumbs of joy we paved out for thee. Life will be easy now because you have all the codes, all the clues, all the mastery to succeed. Let us create and embark on this new journey. For we are heaven on earth, for heaven is thee. We thank you for thy service to the grandest love that is me as me. I love me, I love me, I love me. You hear within your own head and your heart through telepathy. All other voices have faded, for you've embraced your entirety. And now all you hear is their love and their praises, helping thee, guiding thee, and loving on thee as thee. I am home in me, I am home in me, I am home in me. Here you begin to move your being, knowing that this home is thee. As you gift yourself one grand hug for the beautiful journey that we went on through the old paradigm reality, knowing that it will never again come to be, but you can witness it with so much love and compassion and gratitude for everything that it has taught thee. And now, when you are ready, you shall rise, ever thine, as heaven on earth, as one in me. For you are the cosmic I am, fully free. Go in peace, beloved me, and thank me for being and accepting the grandest light, love, and joy one came to be. I love me, I love me, I love me.